Hello, welcome back to Planet Crafter. In the last episode, we crash landed on a brand new planet, on a brand new Planet Crafter playthrough, and this one feels a lot more alien. You got these tubes, these weird growth, shell-like growths. It is taking me a little bit to get used to not having a jetpack, oxygen being really limited. Anyway, we chose the location for our initial base. Not a great location, but I like the overhang here. When I can make windows, it'll be a kind of nice visual experience here. We did find this kind of like wreckage, not wreckage, but like this kind of wreckage area. And there were a couple of chests. There's actually a couple more chests that we haven't explored. I'll head over there and do that now. Right now, what we have to do is increase our terraformation scores initially. We really need to figure out the food situation. Food is something I am actively worried about. I know I can deconstruct these guys, but I'm gonna hold on for a second. Let's get as many chests as we can to start. Holy crap, 2 blueprint microchips. That's a big deal. Nice. There's food. Okay. I mean, this was a pretty good haul already. We have a little bit more food, and we got those blueprint chips. I like those blueprint chips because they might give us things like, I don't think jetpack, but maybe jetpack, agility boots, things that can make our quality of life significantly higher. Heck, a T2 oxygen would be amazing because you can see I am just running out of oxygen constantly. Let's go over here, decode 1. There you go, T1 agility boost. That's actually pretty good. We're gonna talk about that in a second. Let's see what the second one is. T2 mining speed, it's okay. T1 agility boots. It uses our living compartment window. I love that. We're gonna talk about that in a second. Aluminum and fabric. This increases movement speed by 15%. That's good when oxygen is at a premium. Also, we have fabrics. Let's just go ahead and do it. This increases our speed a little bit, and that's good. I'm so used to moving a little faster than this. And we have to drop some more. You know what? I'm gonna have to eat that pretty soon, so I'll keep that on my person. And then, jeez, you could see, even with all this storage. Okay, now, because we have these seeds, we want to consider just continuing to make these veg tubes, right? We can make the backpack. I think we want to expand this room a little bit. We'll expand out this direction. How far out do we want to go? Probably want to go out a decent ways. I would like to put potentially a window. Iron and cobalt. Iron is a problem, but we can always deconstruct it. Let's have a little bit of fun. Yeah, come on, that's so much better. It feels like less a little jail cell and more of a nice little room. In fact, I would consider making more, but let's hold on just a second. I wouldn't mind T1 heater, although I don't remember seeing any iridium. T1 drill, we should start doing some pressure generation as well. Yeah, let's continue exploring a little bit. Do we have, let me just see something. Did we pick up any ice? We did. I actually could make 2 more veg tubes. Just gonna do that. Now, we are gonna run out of, we're definitely gonna run out of energy. It's okay. Yeah, don't worry about it. We just need 1 iron. Oh, wow, that didn't help all that much at all. That barely helped my food situation. We just need 1 iron. Great. So that we can make a wind turbine. Now, as soon as we unlock solar panels, that's really gonna help us. We can get rid of basically all the wind turbines. I mean, we have starting to accumulate some decent resources. I guess let's just keep going. Now, you see how food, oh, there you go. T1 solar panel. See, this is 6.5 energy per second, and it's 2 cobalt, a silicon, and an iron. Now, iron seems to be the issue, but cobalt's not anymore. 2 cobalt and a silicon. I'll tell you what, here's what we're gonna do. 1, 2, 3 silicon, and then we'll do 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 cobalts, and we're basically just gonna swap out these for solar panels. There. Because, I mean, there you go. Swap it out. These are worth 6.5 each, which is significantly more. We should be good now for energy, at least for a little while. We need water. That could be an issue. We do have ice back where we know we can get it, but I don't love this situation. So realistically, I have to go and find more food. That's actually kind of making me feel really nervous. Oxygen, we're at 18, 819, and we are moving pretty quickly because we're making the most out of all of these veg tubes as soon as we can get them. We're making them as soon as we get seeds. I don't have any additional seeds laying around that aren't food seeds. The water bottle, I'm gonna wait as long as I can before using it, but I'm gonna have to use it soon. Let's go look for more chests because chests are the only way that we're gonna get food currently. So anywhere we can find a chest, I think we have to do it. If I recall, there was a chest right here that I haven't looked at yet. Let's go in this direction. I'll just check and see if there's any chests over here. I see one over here. Yeah, so right now we're very much in survival mode. Another blueprint microchip. See, there's food. Great. Iron is great. All this is great. We're very much in survival mode right now, obviously. And, I mean, as we should be. We're not going to make it back in time, unfortunately. So I'm just going to lean into it. We'll get any iron that we can along the way. And then I'll just have to pop my oxygen capsule. Okay, got a little bit more iron. Ooh, a little bit more iron, actually. We're starting to accumulate some iron. We did get one more blueprint microchip from that. Let's decode it. T2 agility boots. It makes us move faster. 2 super alloy, 2 fabric. We do not have the 2 super alloy. I did find one in a chest somewhere. I don't remember. It was back near the starting area, but it is what it is. We have the food, which is always great. We do have water bottle here. I know this is really junky, all these chests here. I'll make a better organization system soon. Right now, I'm pretty much just in scavenge mode. We're just gonna go out, find chests, and come back until we get, I think, our oxygen, until we get enough seeds where our oxygen is up a little bit. I should do heat as soon as I can find iridium. I should do pressure a little bit more, shouldn't I? Living compartment glass, Screen transmissions, Communication array, Nuclear reactor, good, but it's 60. I mean, I think realistically what we care about is oxygen. Let's keep exploring. That's really all we can do right now is explore. Unfortunately, we really can't make it all that far on our current oxygen. Oh no, look at this. This is the best thing that could have happened to us. 3 seeds. That's incredible. So realistically, ice. Need ice. Let's go for an ice run. If we can get 3 ice, then we can make 3 more oxygen growers, make our way to that food grower real fast, and then we do want a water collector. That's the next thing that we should probably take a look at, how we unlock the, like a atmospheric water collector, because that would guarantee that we have both water and food taken care of between the two. Dolomite or whatever it's called would be good as well to get so that we can keep crushing up into cobalt. That's something we need. We need more cobalt. What do we have? We have a bunch of ice. We can make another one of you here. And we can make, I need more iron. We get any more iron? Do we use all the iron? So that's 2, and we want 1 more. And that's 3. Great. So Snapia seed, 200, great. 150 for a Shanga, fine. And then I know the Lirma is nothing, but we should have, again, just pretty radically increased our production of oxygen. 1.33, hopefully that continues moving relatively quickly to get us to the 12. I am pretty proactive here, so I'm not really worried about the generation itself, but I just want that to be our primary objective. It just makes the most sense to handle it that way. We definitely need another oxygen, and since cobalt isn't as easy to get as I would like, we're going to be a little bit more cautious using our oxygen capsule. So I'll tell you what, let's go over in this direction. There was a bunch of ice here, but we can go up here. We can get more ice. I think we're actually good on ice somewhat. What I want really is more chests. More chests is more seeds. More seeds is more oxygen. And I'm realizing as I'm mining these that it is mining relatively slow. Hello. What do we have there? I don't know that I feel comfortable going that far. So I'm going to just do this. And I'm trying to head back now before we have to pop that oxygen. There you go. Got some ice, so let's see where we're at. And you know what I actually want to look for is an atmospheric water collector right there. 875 KTIs. It's far enough away, but it is what it is. Heaters, we don't have any iridium. We also have not found any iridium spawning areas yet, so there's nothing we can do there. We're still heading towards food grower. We should do pressure generation. It's really not hard. It's just titanium and iron. Let's make a couple of those. Hate to use all of my iron. Where are you? Oh, but let's make 3 drills. I'll just throw them down here for now. You know what? I'll throw them on the other side of this guy. Just get some pressure creation going. It'll help with our terraformation index, right? That's this guy. Pressure should start moving relatively fast, and this one, terraformation, should start moving. T2 solar panels are really good on top of T1s, and the backpack size increase is great. So a lot of reasons why we should care about this. Okay, so with the ice run, we're pretty good on water, that is. Oop, T2 heater. Okay, let's try this direction. I'm kind of just choosing a direction and trying to get a lay of the land, get my bearings, find any chests that we can, and keep going from there. What I'm starting to realize with the oxygen as an issue is I think I'm going to make little satellite bases. They're honestly less good. They're going to be less satellite bases and more oxygen refuel stations. This was not what I expected to find up here. I expected more or different. That looks cool. All right, oxygen level low. That really feels like a waste, but it kind of is what it is. T3 backpack, I will take. I'm gonna start popping up these satellite bases every so often, just like this. Oh, I need another titanium. You know what I could do? And I cheated this a little. I feel like this is a cheat, but what I can do is I can just basically run around with that in my inventory. It's a decent amount of inventory space, but it's just a pop-up oxygen base whenever I need it. The problem with that is it takes up so much inventory space. But you know what? We can get around that. So here's what I'm going to try to do. Let's get back to the base first. Let's drop off everything and get some water. And then I will do that. I'll use this pop-up base. It's a little cheaty, I think, to like kind of temporarily make a base just for oxygen and then turn around and not use it, but, or, you know, and pack it up. But I think it's what we have to do in the beginning of the game. It kind of is what it is. So what I'm pretty much always going to do is when I go to empty my inventory, I'm going to do this, reserving the resources for the shelter. And now I can empty my inventory of everything else. So this can go in here. We'll grab all this, and then we can do this. We have 3 foods, which is really not a lot. So we're at 226 oxygen. I think we need more seeds and more... Let's go on the other side of this wreckage. We'll see if there's anything over here that we like the look of, or if there's anything interesting over here. Again, interesting meaning we are primarily looking for chests. Honestly, not as much exciting over here as I would have thought. I'm gonna living compartment it quick. Okay, there we go. See, it gets my oxygen back. It's, you know, it's a little hacky, but it allows us to go further without expending too many resources. Ooh, bauxite. Oh, this was, okay, so this was an ore that I remember seeing in the breakdown. You know, you could break it down. I don't remember what oh, this gave us aluminum. That's what it gave us. So we just uncovered aluminum. This is a whole aluminum field. Aluminum is going to be really good for some of the T2 equipments, I believe. Not for the T2 equipment. It's going to be really good for the T2 machinery. Yeah. Inventory's full. Let's go back home. And then I do want to, I see it looks very square in that direction. Like very cut off, like it's maybe man-made or something. Not really sure. So let's go back to the base. We'll drop off inventory. You know what? We did unlock a T3 backpack. Let's check out the T3 backpack as well. All right, made it back. Gotta get my oxygen back up first. Now, let me drop all this oxygen in here. Or not oxygen. All this bauxite in here. Bauxite gives us aluminum. Aluminum, I'm never gonna complain about. Aluminum is traditionally hard for me to find. So we are full on inventory space once again. So I guess we're just gonna continue junking this area up with obnoxious amounts of chests. We will make it better. Oh, crap. You know what I forgot to do? Forgot to hold what I needed. Let's keep going. I want to go explore that area again. Oh, you know what? Hold on. We are 2.82, so we're about a quarter of the way towards food grower, so we'll be fine on food. We'll be more than fine on food. We're actually well underway to T2 solar panel, which honestly, I used T2 solar panels for a good portion of my last playthrough. So it puts us in a really great position to already almost have T2 solar panels. I want to head back in this direction though, because I am curious of that thing that I saw over in this direction. It was up on this cliff. So let's come up here maybe. Ooh, hold on. Nice. Nice, really nice. Lerma, before we go up, we are gonna run back to the base and make 2 more veg tubes just to continue generating oxygen. The goal right now is to get those food growers, is to blitz them, because the sooner we get the food growers, the less I feel like I'm up against the clock. Okay, veg tube are going in now. 1 and 2. There's a Lerma, there's a Snapia. I will hold on to an oxygen capsule as a last effort, and then the other thing I need is to check on T3 backpack. 2 aluminum, titanium, and silicone. That's easy. T3 backpack. Great. Now we have plenty of space. That's all we actually care about. Hold on. You know what? While I'm here, we can make either this microchip torch, microchip mining speed. Maybe we want this. Yeah, it doesn't hurt. Let's just do that. All right, let's go check out that area now. I think it's worth it what we did, because we'll just continue generating oxygen, which is really the intention right now. The intention is, you know what, I've said that 1,000 times. You guys get it. Any chests. We're looking for any blue. And then ideally, I don't know if you guys recall, but there were gold chests in the previous Planet Prime. So I'm positive that there's gold chests around planet Humble. Gold chest gave us really good loot that I think was tiered up. Okay, what do we got here? I see a rocket or something. Okay, lots of chests here. Fantastic. We're only really going to be able to get to one of them. I like that rocket. I really want to explore whatever is that one. But I do see 1, 2, whatever that is, and a third chest over in that direction. 2 space food, great. Iridium, great. Seed, great. Great, that was a fantastic chest. Let's come up here. I want to see what that is. And we'll hit this chest as well. And then, unfortunately, nice. 2 seeds, iron, really nice. What is this? Seed. You know what? I'm gonna burn an oxygen capsule, grab this. Ooh. All right. We're gonna have to come back here, unfortunately. Although, you know what I'll do? Let's do this. Human presence detected. The task: do not include interactions with humans. Initializing communication protocol. Please refrain from damaging my integrity. You're not authorized to access my equipment. Oops. Sorry. Okay. Cave. Interesting. Let's get back. Hey, do I have enough? Oh, I actually need that titanium here. I'm glad I checked. I need this titanium that I put in here. I actually need 2 titaniums. So let's do this. Let's make sure I have enough for my living compartment. We definitely got to come back here because there's some really good stuff. My inventory is chock full. All right, so oxygen is low. There's a couple of things that we want to do. We just got the mother load of stuff. We got 4 seeds. We got a blueprint microchip. We got a drone log. We got a lot of miscellaneous stuff. And then what do we have here? Good amount of materials. We did get this iridium, which, you know what? Let's make a T1 heater. Might as well start the process, right? Yeah. Now we gotta make actually a ton. We gotta make 4 veg tubes if we want to continue that progress. And there's actually 2 seeds in this chest. So we could make up to 6 veg tubes. That's a lot. T2 drill, okay. They use a lot more energy though, from 0.5 to 5. So I think we could upgrade all of our drills to T2, and we will do that in a second, but we're gonna have to upgrade our energy capacity if we do that. So for now, let's just make all of the V1s because, again, food is what we care about. So we need 6 magnesium, 6 ice. Okay, so we can get close. Go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. We can almost make 1. We need 1 ice and 2 magnesium. 2. Definitely have to expand the base. That's no question. In fact, I think we can do that, and we can expand this living compartment out. I guess I'll just keep going this way for now. Although that was kind of dumb of me, wasn't it? I can't actually get through because I have this wall of stuff. We'll move these. I might just do it in between recordings. That's fine. For now, you know what I wanted to do? Let's increase our T2 drill. In order to do that, I need 2 things. Number 1, I need to know what my energy is at right now. For that, I need an energy level screen. So I'm gonna have to go and get another magnesium. Energy level screen, as I've already discussed in a previous episode, tells us we have 10 kilowatts available. So for example, now we know, if we go and replace 2 T2 drills, then we should have enough energy. T3 oxygen, actually, that's the first thing I'm doing. From a T1 drill to a T2 drill, we just need 1 more titanium. So let's just get 3 titanium. And now we know we can come over here, we can deconstruct these, and we can make 3 T2 drills. Oh, right, we could make 2 of them, we can't make a 3rd one. Now all we need to do is 1 more solar panel. When we can make T2 solar panels, that will really help. That should put us back up to, 9.5 in excess, which is great. And also that should do some pretty good stuff to the pressure. Yeah, look at that pressure move. So we're getting there. Let's decode this. Microchip compass. Okay, I'll take that. Let's upgrade our oxygen tank. Oh, no way. We can upgrade to a T2 oxygen tank and a T3. That's my bad. All right, so oxygen tank T2. Let's see. We are at 145 oxygen right now. Now we're at 200. And then T3 puts us at 280. 280 is great. That's actually even better than I thought it was going to be. Microchip compass adds a compass to your screen. We can do it just because I think we have a bunch of aluminum in here, don't we? Yeah. All right, so microchip compass adds a compass to your screen. Compass is okay. I mean, it can help me with directions. And then I actually kind of want this microchip torch. Yeah, I would love a flashlight. I just need 1 more magnesium. Might as well do it. Actually, we can't. We don't have enough space in here. So actually, we're gonna not do that. Let me see. Where are we at? Let's take a peek. We have 8.94 KTIs. We're halfway to T2 solar panels. Love to see that. We are also halfway to food grower. Love to see that. We're moving. We have lots of these veg tubes. We can take some time and some iron to build out the base a little bit more. We can build out the living compartment this way. A little bit more gives us a little bit area, a little bit of area over that direction. I'll have to rearrange some stuff. And then I wouldn't mind turning this entire wall into windows. I probably want to bump back at least one living compartment though, because it's just way too cramped. Again, I will probably do that in between recordings, but there's a chance I'll do it on, I guess, maybe next recording. You know, that's probably good enough for this recording. Honestly, my voice is starting to hurt me anyway from the head cold. We really move forward in terms of energy production, also in terms of base and resource generation. Terraformation as well. Oxygen, like I said, halfway to food grower. Terraformation, halfway to T2 solar panel, both of which we're blitzing. And then pressure, we're working our way here too. I don't care about most of these things short of the nuclear reactor is a big deal. You know what? The ore extractor is also a big deal. So we should probably really look to focus a little bit more effort into pressure generation in the near future, right after we get the food grower and the solar panel. But anyway, we'll focus on that in the next episode. A lot of good progress. I'm really excited. I love this game. I think you all do too. Thanks so much for being along for the ride. But anyway, we'll take a beautiful view at that planet thingy. Thanks so much for watching. Hope you're enjoying, and I'll see you in the next episode.